Hey everyone, FPL Valentino here. Just did my video before on the Gameweek 8 guide recap. This is just on a wildcard draft. So I've activated my wildcard. I thought it was a good time. I've got a lot of players I want to get out, and just international break and also price changes. And just thought it's a good time to use it as I think in Gameweek 15 there's the AFCON and you get 5 free transfers. So I was gonna either use it 8 or like 12 for the fixture swing, but I just thought it'd be good to use it now. Best to get out of the way. So I'll show my team what it was before. So I did all right this week. Haaland, Semenyo did very well. I already talked about this in my previous video, so I won't go over it too much. So for the wild card, I wanted to do it because I wanted to get rid of Anderson, Stev, Johnson. I should have chosen Kudus before, but whatever. Frank, the Thomas, the tank engine. Went with Kudus more. But anyway, so 1, 2, 3. Even Nilsson will go out. I think Reindeers and Ndwai will go out, and Virgil and Van der Ven. So it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I'm like, I need a wild card. But look, we can tinker with it. Wild card, you can tinker with it depending on your team and your team value, who you can get in, who you can get out. So it just depends on your team and what you like to do. But anyway, so if we look here, so this is just the first kind of draft I've done. So I've got Reinders. So I'll go with defense first. So Senesi came in, Guehi and Rodon. So I got rid of obviously Virgil, just because Liverpool's defense isn't as good as it was, and I don't know, Virgil isn't doing as well as he used to, I feel. And for 6.1 million, I thought I can get better value. So transferred him out for, no, it doesn't really matter who he is, the order. But Senesi's doing really well. He didn't get DEFCON last game, unfortunately, because he got taken off early. But it's not a thing to worry about, I'm pretty sure. So that's Senesi there. And then I did a Stev to Guehi. I've doubled up. I might change it to Burn, possibly, but I think I'll just keep it like this. Like Crystal Palace should have got a clean sheet against Everton. The penalty was a bit unlucky because Lacroix got the wrong side, and I think he just saw him the last second and he couldn't pull out of the challenge because of the momentum. And he was just on the wrong side, so that was a penalty. And then the last goal, Nunes tried to clear it. It was a really good save by Henderson on Beto's header, and then Munoz tried to clear it, but then Grealish was there to just put his foot in, and he got the rebound. So I'm just doubled up on them for now because they're a good defense. And then Rodon for the 4 mil option, just so it can free up the money elsewhere. And Burnley's doing all right. They've got decent fixtures, but it's just like a fifth defender or whatever. For midfield, obviously got Saka in because he's doing. He seems to be doing a lot better now in Arsenal, and he seems to be on penalties. He should stick to penalties. It might be because a lot of people thought Gyökeres was going to be on him, and some people are saying, "Oh, it's his 200th game and 100th assist goal for Saka, so that's why he took it." And then it might. Look, we don't know if they might be sharing him, but I think Saka's going to be on him. And Saka just looks like a better player as well. He's always creating chances. He's on corners, I'm pretty sure, on one side. I think Rice takes the other side. And even sometimes set pieces. And, he's pretty much their captain. So I got him in for... it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I got him in. Kudus for Johnson. Kudus looking really good, and Spurs, they got okay fixtures, a little bit tricky, but I just think just having one of Spurs attack is good because Frank likes to attack. Frank attack. His Spurs. So I'll just keep Kudus. I was going to keep Reindeers. Like, look, you can always tinker with this. If you want a player that you think will do better, then just keep him. This is just my wild card that I want to do. So I was going to keep Reindeers, but then I got Haaland and Rodri got injured. So Reindeers might play a bit deeper. I don't think he will, but I think it's going to be Gonzalez. But you got Shirky coming back, Kovacic. You got a few players coming back with Man City, and Pep can do his Pep roulette, like you saw with Doku. Like, I thought Doku would have started for sure. He's a really good player. He's dribbling, and he got benched. So, but Haaland's pretty much always going to start, unless meteorite falls on his toe or something. I don't know. So, I've just got Gravenberg because they got decent games, except for City. Like, that's those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, except Man City. They're decent games, and the big game against Man U at home, and just to keep some of Liverpool's attack, I don't think you should get Salah. He's too overpriced and he hasn't been playing well. If you want, you can, but he hasn't been as good as his previous seasons, unfortunately, and Liverpool aren't clicking as well. But I still think Gravenberg is a good player, and just to have a piece of their attack, just in case they turn it around against United. Obviously, Semenyo is not really an explanation. He's banging him. He's doing really well. And I think in these post-interview match, I don't know if he said he saw like a sports psychologist or something, because before last season he was getting in all those positions, but he wasn't scoring as much because he was snatching at it. So I think maybe the sports psychologist has got him to calm down and just not snatch as much. But whatever he's doing, it's working. So he's doing really well. So definitely get him in. And then I've got Caicedo. He's scored a cracker last one. He's just good value. He's doing really well. They've got a good, Chelsea have got pretty good fixtures coming up, and he's just, he gets the assist or goal every now and then. You could choose Enzo if you want, for a bit more. If you want more attacking upside, but I just think Caicedo, he's pretty much always getting DEFCON, and he's just a very good player. So that's just that there. I'll talk about the other players after. Obviously, I kept Haaland, kept Pedro. I know some people were transferring out Pedro, but to be honest, the games where we got 2 red cards, he couldn't do much because we were down to 10 men. The game against Liverpool, he didn't do too much, I know, but I would keep him or put him on your wild card just because they got Chelsea. That win against Liverpool is going to put some confidence in them. So yeah, so that's why I've got Pedro. Bowen, it was either Bowen or Watermata. I'm still Watermelon or Watermata from Newcastle. I'm still contemplating it. So this is not final. I just think Bowen, they've got a good run of fixtures, and usually when Bowen scores, he's always in the West Ham's attack or part of it or creating. And when he scores, and he usually gets bonus points, like 2 or 3, so you can get you 9-10 pointers just with 1 goal. And under Nuno, so they're doing a bit better, I think. So, and his price has dropped, so you can get him a better price. 77777, cool. Yeah, but you could go him or Watermata. And yeah, so there's always a few different picks. So, like, I wouldn't recommend getting Etikike or Etikiteki or Isaac. They're just minutes risk. For now, Richarlison minutes risk. Thiago you could, but there's better options. Gyökeres, I wouldn't get him on wildcard. I would go with Saka instead. It's just too much for 9.1. I would avoid. Walter is good. You could get him. So that's what I'm either him or Bowen. If I had like a graphics, I don't know how to do it yet. I would have like a graphics thing that would like have the top transfer targets. I'll figure that out later. If anyone knows how to do it, let me know. Just like I think FPL Harry does it really well, and all the other content creators. But I'm just talking about it, so going using this way. I want to get Evan Nilsson because Semenyo. Evan Nilsson, I think he's just more like a workhorse. He works high up the team for them and gives other people assists and chances. Sesko. Yeah, that's pretty much. I was going to go Strand Larson because they've got Sunderland, Burnley, Fulham, but the Wolves aren't doing that well, so maybe not. So say for the midfield, you could go a few players, to be honest. You go Enzo, Burnley, Anthony, I wouldn't really get. He could be a good enabler if you wanted him because they got decent fixtures and he's been doing well. Rice, Grealish, and Dwight. I'm just seeing. There's the total points. So yeah. So I've got most of the good midfielders in already. But there's a few other players you can get if you really want. If you can't get Salah, you can get Gakpo or Gravenberch if you really think Liverpool are going to turn around. Like Gakpo's still got a goal. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend getting Salah. He just eats up too much money. I don't know why the other content creators went with Stack in Gameweek 6 or 2nd. Like, yeah, they got all right leads. He got one horn and that was pretty much it. There's better players you can get. I know he's 5 mil, but you can spend a bit money, get better. You can even Xhaka if you wanted a 5 mil. Minte, if you want your freshen your breath with Minte, you could possibly get him, But Brighton, I don't know, they're a bit up and down, Brighton. You could probably go Sarr. There's some people getting Sarr for Crystal Palace. He's apparently got good data, underlying data. The fixtures are a little bit mixy-matchy. But yeah, Reinders, I don't know. I think he's heavily owned, but I've already got Haaland. So I'm like, I'd rather put Liverpool in there or someone else. I was going to put Doku in there, but after that subbing, I can't trust Pep Guardiola on his Russian roulette. I'll get off Fernandes. I don't know why the content creators bang on about him. 9 mil, too expensive. And they're like, yeah, if he got the penalty and got this goal, well, he didn't. He didn't get him. And they're like, it would have been different. But, you pick players based on their form. And I know there's all these data analytics, XG, XA, XOX, NRMA, all this data stuff. But if they're not performing, they might have a match or two. But if it's kind of continuous and they just, I don't know, I'd get off them. But, if you want to get him, it's up to you. But, Liverpool, Brighton, a bit tricky and, so I'll keep off him. Long staff, short staff. I can't go through all of them, but you kind of get the idea. So yeah, and with defense you could, like, I've got double up on Munoz and Guehi. You could, if you really wanted to go, you could go Burn, Lacroix. Like, there's so many different combinations you get. So it just depends on your team. Richards, Tarkowski, Virgil, but he's too expensive. You can even go Guardiol, and there's so many different combinations. Like just say the popular ones. Some people might go even Raya to Pope. Where's Pope? And then you have a free Arsenal slot, so you could get Timber then. Like he's doing all Calafiori. And then you could put these guys in if you wanted. Just say that. Or then you could go Bowen to Watermata. You can do so. You can go. There's so many just different combinations you can do. So, it just depends on what you want and your team and who you think will do well. But just go with your gut instinct and what feels the best. So, yeah, I don't think is there much else. Like, even if you want Caicedo to Enzo or Rice, Reindeers, there's so many you can do. But then that's under I won't have enough. So then you got to change somewhere elsewhere. So it just depends on your team value, and what you want to do. But yeah, that's kind of my wildcard draft. If I've missed any players, or if you want to talk about any players to transfer in or out, or to get on the wildcard, let me know in the comments below. If you want to subscribe, much appreciated. I'm trying to do a video a week or whatever I can when I can. Yeah, so yeah, I enjoy making a few videos for everyone and just helping out. And yeah, so I'll probably get more videos after close to the end of the international break to see where we're at with the wild card and just other news. Yeah, all right. Well, hope you have a good international break, and good luck with your wild cards or whatever chips you're using. If you want any other videos or help, just put them in the comments below or whatever. All right, thanks guys. Ciao, ciao. Bye.